Hello.
Son of a bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
Hello.
Oh my God. What
Welcome
the-
to Fake News, the roundup of things and stuff told in a comedic fashion that is different from our other show, which is now recorded live on Sunday nights. Here, we rampage through headlines. We don't worry about truth. We go for laughs. And that is why I am here tonight with my good friend, Patrick Thompson. Like always, how are you doing, sir?
I feel great. I finally rounded out my 30 pairs of socks so I can start throwing away old socks and keep the ones from Sam's Club with the green stripe.
Okay, we have a sock fan here.
Look, when you're doing laundry, speed is key. All right.
Speed is key. Not keeping all your socks. Like,
No.
when you run the washer or sometimes the dryer, but also the transitional process.
Now,
from
what I've done,
the washer to the dryer
I
opens
have
a portal
put-
where the socks go.
No, I have painstakingly inserted a tile into each sock. So now I can just look at an app and see where all my socks are and hear them all chirp like baby birds.
It's like our good friend. It's like our good friend Mark would say, "Are your socks yours?"
Exactly. No, I know they're mine. They're beeping.
I know they're mine and they're beeping because I've put them all on house arrest. Joining us tonight is outstanding comedian and commentator extraordinaire, Mr. Brett Blackham. Bring him on, producer Dan. How you doing?
Thank you, Lieutenant
Very well,
Dan.
sir.
All right.
I'm wonderful. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was glad that you came on the show with us, man. We've been looking forward to hearing from you. So, sorry we didn't get this thing scheduled so much sooner. We've been missing out. Apparently, we've been talking kind of before we rolled, and my goodness, this is a funny person.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I try. I'm just appreciative to be here because then my wife keeps the kids in the other room and I can fart with impunity. Anytime I can. Anytime is a good time when that happens.
Poor oppressed human. I fart with impunity everywhere.
He eats
Count
a
your
lot of
blessings,
Taco Bell,
sir.
so it's,
Those are the best. The Taco Bell is the best one.
Oh, dude,
That's
that
because
was
it's,
dinner last night.
That's because it's I don't know what this is going to be for.
It's a.
Is it the lunch one or the dinner one? I don't know, man. I don't know.
You want to take a wild ride, eat Taco Bell and a bottle of magnesium citrate.
Raw vegetables for lunch and Taco Bell. I can't wait, man.
Yeah. Look. The quesalupa doesn't come with a side of milk of magnesia. Okay.
You have to buy it in advance. You got to think ahead.
Yeah, you have to ask for them to put it on. They don't just give it to you anymore.
Well, that's why you just keep the Tums right in the glove box and you put them on as if they're an extra topping.
Yes. Yeah. Why does this taste strangely like chalk? And why do I know what chalk tastes like?
So that's why you have the soda to mix it up, and then it goes down easy. It's nice.
Exactly.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Mr. Blackham. Why do my viewers need to go check you out? What's the deal? Who are you? What's your game?
I have lots of games, and that's probably why I started doing comedy. I'm licensed to be a massage therapist, a pharmacy technician, and an insurance agent. So I became a libertarian because of the Utah Department of Licensing. Those people clearly need a pension at the end. There's no way any of them are smart enough to save for their own retirement. That's not a thing that happened.
Wow.
So, and,
how much is it for some Xanax and a happy ending? Asking for a friend.
The only guy who might know about both of those.
You don't need a prescription for a happy ending, so it's a bit cheaper. Utah Department of Licensing can get you both, though, so you're fine.
That's great.
Well, okay, so you're kind of getting ready, like a lot of the rest of us, to begin the return to the scene of your comedy work. Yes, so you've been kind of shuttered, and we're getting ready to start heading back out and making some business happen. So what's going on there?
That's true. I have agents that have lines in the water. Everyone's afraid. So even though states are not going to prosecute mask mandates and that sort of thing, they have the recommendations, but they're not going to go out and do the stuff that you see in Europe. But I think a lot of people are afraid to go out to a movie theater, go out to a comedy club, to organize a company party, which is typically what I do. So I don't know. There is some work, but the audience isn't there where it was a year and a half ago for most of us. So we have other outlets. I have a podcast. I've written one book. I'm working on a couple others. I've got a movie script ready to go that I think is rather fantastic. It's called The Fabian.
Cool.
And I'll say this: the protagonist is a mix between Walter White and Dexter.
Okay.
So,
so it's like dark, maybe a little noirish.
It's dark, and I call him the Fabian because if anyone who's studied Fabian socialism knows, they were kind of like the Nazis, but in England. And so this guy, he actually uses the illegal fentanyl to poison, homeless people and people that the Nazis would have liked exterminated. So he's not doing it because he wants to kill. He's doing it because he thinks he's making society better. He's the protagonist in his own sick world.
That's gnarly.
I'd definitely be down for that.
I just started going back to the movies, and I think Mr. Thompson here has recently seen the same film that I went to see once the theaters reopened. I saw Nobody, the Odenkirk film. Oh. It was outstanding.
I was stupidly happy about that movie.
It has a lot to give, and it does a lot of things that a lot of movies did. It brings in a lot of different angles. It even does something that like people would only do in like Call of Duty, which I'm not going to spoil for you.
Oh my God. I know exactly what scene you're talking about.
Hey, I was in here, but is there going to be like an Indiegogo or a GoFundMe for this project?
Oh, for me? I don't know. Yeah. I'm a few different agents and production companies. Some of them have money, some don't. So that all depends. Thank you, producer Dan.
Just do what every fledgling movie writer does. Go solicit it around for a year or so, get it stolen, and then sue and make your money.
There you go. Or trade with Xanax and happy endings. I don't know, something like that.
There you go. I mean, that would probably get
There it is.
He'll buy one.
I swear to God, it's not a show if we don't have that fucking clip at least once.
Yeah, I was disappointed in the intro with President Biden. That was a complete sentence, and I don't. That was not believable in one.
No, not at all.
I'm sorry.
Don't get me wrong. I'm happy about him being president, but on the other end, can we please get somebody else to do his speeches? Pretty please, I'm begging.
No, man, this is great. And it's not that he's embarrassing himself because he's, a gaff machine plus being 80. But it's the media saying he did such a wonderful job. Sure, he did. Tell us how he did a wonderful job.
Look at that. Now he's got to get back to the home to get his cranberry juice.
It is time.
He has to go upstairs. Dear God, don't let him go up the stairs.
Can somebody put in a chairlift in the White House?
And that's what they're saying to each other. But when they go on the air, it's like Joe Biden bounded up those stairs in one step. He was fantastic. It's like Spider-Man, just bouncing around.
He's a walking story of what it means to get back up.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a thing when OSHA has to like teach him how to tie off to walk up the stairs in the White House.
He's like, all right, buddy, off the ground. Like, all right, you got to tie off now. You need to follow the system.
And then there's Hunter Biden's like, hey, Dad, just take a Xanax and get a happy ending at the top. You'll be fine.
And there's a callback, ladies and gentlemen. Well,
let's stop. It's
literally broken.
I've got to go till I finish. All right, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Well,
Oh.
speaking of which, we do have a show to get to here. So
Oh,
let's
sorry
begin
about that.
with the first round of play, featuring 1 round of rapid fire and a 3-pointer question coming at the end. First up in rapid fire. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to ask a question. You can answer as many times as you want. And then when the question is we're kind of there with it, we'll move on to the next one. And I'm going to tally points for no particularly good reason. And the audience and or producer Dan will play along as they can.
Yeah, our audience is so lively tonight.
Yeah, it's.
I'll be your audience, Patrick. I can do it for you.
He's in.
It's all right. It's a grower, not a shower.
How did you
All
know? Oh, I guess it's the webcam. Never mind.
The webcam adds 50 inches.
Some are easier to hack than others. I'm sorry.
Hello, foreign intelligence agencies. I hope you're enjoying the show.
They do. They text me.
Oh, look at that. We got a just in case. I'm alive.
Of course he is. He's a good dude. We've got all right. So let's get to it. The first question of tonight: name something you would find in Kamala Harris's glove box. Patrick.
Rolled up $100 bill with unknown white residue.
Using 100. All right.
A copy of the movie Joker.
Ooh, that's a good one.
An instruction manual for how to deal with pseudo-bulbar effect. Pseudo-bulbar effect, which is the thing that makes you laugh when there's no reason to laugh. It's a big book, though, so it might not fit in the damn thing. So it's probably in the back of her Honda Ridgeline or something. I don't know.
There you go. Patrick.
Dummy's Guide to Gentrification.
Hey, did you see the house she's moving into? Holy cow, 33 rooms and the freaking entryway can't even be straight. All right. Brett.
A little black and white photo of herself reminding her that she was that little girl.
Damn. All right, audience got one with plantable evidence. A Snoop Dogg mixtape and a joint. That's 2 for the audience.
No, that's for the next mixtape. She can listen to stuff before it exists.
Right.
You have no idea how talented this woman is.
Oh, shit.
She has what is it? What's the auditory temporal dysplasia? Meaning she can hear the future. All right. Next question. What did Pfizer do to successfully create a vaccine in less than 1 year? Patrick.
Added hot dog juice.
New York hot dog water. Points. All right, Brett.
About 10 years ago, they smoked weed and watched V for Vendetta 2 times in a row.
Points.
For those of you who don't know, that's a story about how these companies get with the government and they make a virus that kills people, and then they have the vaccine magically. It's nothing like what we've seen, but the scientists were hustling.
It's a little different.
Yeah, it's way different.
Way different. Please don't kill me.
It was in reserve. We've never created a vaccine so fast. So I mean, like if you're a cynic or a skeptic, you might get there. So I can see that. What you got, Brett?
The other thing that helped them do it in less than a year was the proper amount of Xanax and happy endings.
Happy ending.
In advance, it was part of the plan.
Just in case says slipped the formula into the blue pills.
My man.
What you got, Patrick?
Offered a free pint of Haagen-Dazs to all the red hats.
The red hats.
MAGA supporters.
Oh,
I was trying not to say it, but
I'm sorry.
Made me say it.
I got a brain that tells me, what does Linux have to do with this?
It was Linux. That goddamn penguin.
It was the penguin the whole
Don't the
time.
MAGAs drink Bud Light, though? I'm not sure.
I think it's more like PBR and other trashy beers like Miller, Coors, etc.
Keystone. It's all right. Libertarians have Liberty Pilsner. Because the government doesn't need to know how many bags of fertilizer I've got.
And the show is going to be taken down now.
Hashtag
I see it, everybody.
Hashtag broadcast interrupted. Oops.
Hey, is that?
We must stop the terror.
God damn it.
It's George Bush. He was the secret to 1 year or less. Must stop there.
I commend that man. He's a way better ex-president than a president.
Corona means crown. And if we let the coronavirus go, we're going to have a monarch, and we can't have that shit up in here. Now watch this drive.
now watch this drive.
Slice.
Man, this guy's playing like a Top Golf hack, never touched a club in his life, but he's got that Mexican sushi on the plate there, ready to go, hors d'oeuvre style.
Don't talk shit about Top Golf. I'm reaching out to them as a sponsor.
Oh yeah, so am I. They're freaking 30 minutes away from me.
Well, in Dallas, they're like 5 minutes either way. But
well, then we should definitely be considering that. Hey, Top Golf. Anyone who works at Top Golf?
There is actually a place that does sushi burritos in Cedar City, Utah, just so you know that. I know that was a joke, but that's a real thing.
I think I've seen those, and to me, it's way too much nori paper, and I'm like, ugh. It's like, I like sushi, but not goddamn much seaweed.
Oh, no, I'm talking about like Mexican sushi, so it's like a tortilla on the outside, then rice, then like some sort of like, like carne asada or something, but it's like, it's just a burrito, but they put the rice in weird.
So like chili Southwest egg rolls.
Yeah.
I just want a barbacoa burrito with wasabi. That's kind of what I
had barbacoa for dinner. It was delicious. I'm in San Antonio right now, and it was yum.
Well, I'm in California, and I had salami and American cheese slices for lunch.
So plastic and questionable meat.
Okay. Yes. It was 100% Genoa salami.
That's what they said about Hunter Biden last time he went into a strip club. Questionable meat.
Points.
It's like a burrito with wasabi, is what it
Is it supposed to smell like that?
Why does it burn so bad?
Shut up, I got cocaine. Stop asking questions.
Is it supposed to look like it was dipped in cottage cheese?
It's the grower, not a shower.
From Munda.
All right. Next question. 33% of United States troops opted out of the COVID vaccine. What was their reasoning? Patrick.
Not another $10,000 stipend to join something else.
They prefer to commit suicide with their 9mm.
Damn.
Jesus Christ. Points. Don't want to be tracked when they go AWOL. My answer would have been because everyone knows the United States Army runs on Mac. Patrick, what you got?
Because their girlfriend's boyfriend advised against it.
their wife's boyfriend. Points. All right.
I love you, troops. Without you, I would be the troops, and I don't want to be the troops.
You would be a great commander, Patrick.
Cobra Commander?
Cobra Commander.
I'll get you, G.I. Joe.
No, the order would be don't shoot anybody and don't break any shit today. Like, all right.
And
are we quoting Matt Kibbe now? Don't hurt people and don't steal their shit.
Yeah.
There we go. Next question. Harvey Weinstein, the convicted sex offender, is appealing his conviction. Why is that? Patrick.
If the camera wasn't on, it didn't count.
Brett.
Every single one of those girls got a role in a movie, and that's a deal.
They signed the NDAs, Patrick.
Halle Berry became quite successful.
It's his gift to the world, really. All right. Brett.
Because why the hell would you earn a whole bunch of money if you couldn't do that? Come on.
Patrick.
Because Coke and hose.
Okay. I have listed in the actual reason is he's declaring, or he says it wasn't a fair trial. So there must have been something.
It wasn't a fair trial.
And a fair trial.
Wait a minute. Are puns legal? I didn't know that. All right.
Oh no, he's flirting with death. What you got, Brett?
Harvey's, and this isn't official, it's just hearsay, but he said that Matt Damon did such a good job, he had to give him the role for Good Will Hunting. Therefore, he should be let off of the charges.
Oh, okay. Good.
Matt Damon on the casting couch. That was the implication there. So.
Boom.
He did look like a young girl at the time. It's fine.
He was very
like, oh right, we need to see if you can follow directions.
You're a method actor, I hear.
It's that
Watch
scene
these
when
materials.
it's that scene when Ben Affleck comes up to the door and he knocks and he's telling that story about it. He's like, one day I'm gonna go up to your door and I'm gonna knock and you're not gonna be there because you're gonna be at the casting couch.
Oh my god.
all right, next question.
20 points for producer Dan.
Yeah, we gotta keep him up to date here. It's him and the audience. You're competing.
Okay.
He helps the audience.
Yes. Next question, and then our last question. This is our last question for the first round. Bill Gates is the biggest private owner of farmland in the United States. Why? Patrick.
Because he's trying to resurrect gateway boxes by cow farming.
He's learning how to make square meat to fit in the boxes. Points. Brett.
Because the feds locked down Epstein Island and they need a place to
go. Bill Gates' farmland.
Yeah, to spread the viruses.
Jeez. Producer Dan says to convert them to mass graves.
Oh, there you go. We need a place for that too.
Patrick.
Because he's raising emus to carry the 5G.
Got to get that signal around somehow. All right. That brings us...
I got one.
Brett.
He needs that farmland to put all the extra vaccines that we don't end up using because of Operation Warp Speed. Yeah. 500 billion trillion shots that were not used. Put them on Bill Gates' farmland.
Save them for the next one.
That's right. The next.
We'll dig these up like the ET video game.
But they'll be worth less. Because they were free the first time.
That's right.
That means when they dig them up, they're going to have to pay us to take them.
I mean, they already have. Never mind.
All right. Well, that brings us to our first three-pointer. We have a link for this available, Producer Dan. This article here is from purewow.com, and it demands that we stop telling our kids to be careful and tells us what to say instead, as constantly telling kids to be careful means they won't learn how to take risks or make mistakes. It's basically the two-word equivalent of helicopter parenting and its cousin, snowplow parenting. I didn't make that up. For 3 points, tell the audience what snowplow parenting is, and for up to 3 bonus points, 1 point each, tell us 3 things that you should say to your kids instead of be careful. We will get your answers right after this word from our sponsor, Crimson Tide.
Are you fed up with the pink tax? Do you wish there was a more eco-friendly way to deal with your tampons in that time of the month? Well, do we have the plan for you? New from Crimson Tide comes Crimson Tide Tampon Detergent. That's right, with this new revolutionary tampon detergent, you can save hundreds of pennies, maybe even $1 or $2. Check out some of these great reviews from some great people who've tried out our wonderful Crimson Tide product.
All right. So do you guys have your answers ready?
Yes.
All right. Let's go with since it's in a dead tie, we'll go with the guest of honor tonight first.
Okay.
Brett, what's your answer? What is snowplow parenting?
Snowplow parenting is where you don't have enough money for a slow plow, so you send the kids out there and they can't come back in the house until the concrete is cleared off.
Okay.
Snowplow parenting.
And what you got, Patrick?
You attach a stick to the back of your child and you push them through the mounds of snow and ice and slush.
Perfect. I think that one's the winner for 3 points. Let's see. Did you guys get
It was
any,
funnier, but that's so much work. I'm not doing that shit.
So you just attach them to an ATV that you've zip tied the gas down on.
Just lock the T-bar over to the left and just tie them up.
Extra points for donuts. That's nice. Yeah.
So do any of you guys have stuff to say Oh, geez. We'll give the audience a point for that.
That one made me snort. That was
Snow plow. That's also called Tony Montana parenting. Do you have any? Do you guys have any any replacement words for telling your children to be careful? What you got, Patrick?
Don't be a fucking idiot.
That sounds healthy. Points.
I would counter that and say, "Hey, you should go out and be a fucking idiot today."
There you go.
For you. Yeah, stick something in the light socket. Go play in the street. Drink something that's in mommy's liquor cabinet. Let's go give that a shot. See how it works.
Give it a shot, literally. Yeah. All right, what you got, Patrick?
Go check out the creepy old man down the street.
Point. All right. The article suggests things like, "Do you have a plan for that stick?" And babies / sticks / puppies need space. Do you need space to play with that stick? Those are the suggestions from the article.
I like lick a penny better. That was good.
Lick a penny.
Tastes like copper in mommy.
And Hunter Biden's carpet.
Abraham Lincoln's your favorite. You kiss him. You lick that penny. You do it.
Justin is putting out some pretty good shit. Said snowplow parenting is when you stick your hand up their ass and like a sock puppet and just live their life for them.
That's actually closer to the truth than you might think.
And his 3 are do whatever the fuck you want and YOLO and touch it if you want. That's not my hand. That's going to get chopped off.
Don't lie to me. My testimony is the one that's going to count.
It's like if you reach your hand across the table again, I'm stabbing you with a fucking fork.
I can make this pencil disappear.
Oh my god! Want to see a
Didn't we feed you 3 days ago? Solve that problem yourself.
There's a bucket of ramen and some questionable water.
We've got some just unflavored ramen noodles and some New York hot dog water.
Pick your own ramen flavor.
Be creative.
That's for grown-ups.
We have
don't touch the chili lime.
A cursory glance at the internet described snowplow parenting as the type of parenting that just removed obstacles from the way of their children.
Oh, fuck that. Let him fall down.
Like that's that lady who got busted for cheating.
He became president and he falls down all the time.
You say a cursory glance. If you have a targeted glance, it's going to be like a section of a porn site, right? Snowplow parenting. That's different.
No.
You get the full-length video after that, I guess.
What are you doing, step bro?
Sis, why are you stuck in the dryer?
The clothes aren't in there that far.
Yeah.
You should
Let's get the snow off the driveway.
Maybe to the elbow.
Help!
Let's get the snow off the driveway, then order a pizza.
Lady, there's no snow in here. This is a bathtub.
It's Southern California. We haven't snowed in 20 years. You know what I mean.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
What was the question?
We're heading into the second round of rapid fire now.
Sorry, I got the tampon thing in my brain. I'm trying to function.
I know.
Crimson Tide, available at your local Note Mart.
This product sucks up blood.
This product is vampire approved.
You can freeze and save for later.
Good in fridge for maybe 3 months.
If you're a vampire, I mean, isn't a tampon just a tea bag?
Yeah, it is.
That sounds like a Facebook tag group.
I'm saying you should be positive about this line of thinking. Come on, man.
Oh, don't be negative.
You said puns were legal.
Oh, puns are great. I love puns.
Okay,
I have one of those really twisted, effed up brains.
Wrong.
That they talk about. They say, oh, if you like puns, it's a sign of a serious mental illness. All right.
Probably.
Institutionalize me, man. Put it on.
It's like, does that mean I get the free check? I mean, I'm down. I love puns.
And if you don't like puns, your reading level's below 8th grade. That's what healthy brains do.
Okay, don't my god. Oh my god.
All right. So the next rapid fire question. Elected officials have begun to question the efficacy of administrative filibustering. Many have begun to petition the president to end it somehow. This would mean that people would have to actually speak the whole time when attempting to require a filibuster override vote. What book would you read for 14 hours straight if you had to filibuster in person? Patrick.
Wearing Depends in front of Congress for 14 hours.
Well, you actually have to speak, though. So what book would you read? But that is points.
No. I'm sorry. I forgot to add the tagline, dummies. Or it was a dummies book.
Oh, okay.
I spoke too fucking quickly, all right?
Yes.
I have two answers. My first impulse would be to read the Libertarian Manifesto just over and over and over. But I would probably choose against that and just read the complete works of Dr. Seuss.
But you're going to get canceled on stand.
Because half of them would just be utterly enthralled, and the other half would be enraged.
The half that doesn't know puns, they'd miss all of it.
Yeah, Patrick.
Every Danielle Steele novel.
Nanny porn. Perfect. I'm not sure what I would read. I'm pretty sure that if I had the choice, and I was doing this honestly, I would read Adam Kokesh's Freedom. I would do that. That would be in the rotation. But if I was doing it for funny, for 14 hours, Producer Dan.
14
points for the audience.
Yeah, definitely.
The Old Testament.
Ooh. Is it legal to have an app read the Old Testament at half speed? That's my question. Shoot that into the mic.
That brings into a whole new line of things now, because that means I could just go grab like some terrible podcast like this one and play it at half speed and just go through the entire catalog.
Oh my God, freedom!
I feel like the irony.
What book would you read?
Hang on, there's a poltergeist in here.
I think I would read maybe like The Infinite Jest, because I don't know anything about it, but the book title sounds like it's just a joke that never ends. So I figure it would be like, that'd be funny. Or something like The Fountainhead, because the concepts of rugged individualism are completely lost on anybody sitting in that building.
I would probably have to say I'd read The Watchmen.
For the audience. Point to Patrick too. That's good.
Follow the Third Reich. I like that.
It's the Rise and Fall, but yes.
What you do is you read the Communist Manifesto, but you don't tell them what it is until the end. And I think it was Bernie Sanders' doctoral dissertation on his graduation from the University of Vermont.
So I would read The Art of the Deal 8 times out loud.
Here's my plan. This is a complicated plan. But what I would do is I would record myself the same time as I read the Communist Manifesto, and then I would play it backwards, so that the ghost of Ludwig von Mises comes out and says the rest of the time.
There you go. Yep. That's a pretty simple seance. We should all do that at least once.
Yeah, it's breathtaking.
I would get the oldest Latin book I could find made out of skin and throw a Ouija board out there on the podium. All Latin.
If we did it right, someone would be reading forever and no legislation would ever again be passed.
No, you know,
we saved the world.
Son of a bitch.
I know how to prevent anyone from ever passing a bill ever again. You go up to the podium on the Senate floor and you just do a salt circle around it.
I've seen enough Supernatural to know where this is going.
Yeah, my wife will love that. All right, next question.
Wait. Audience gets points.
Okay, let's see.
For that one.
Audience is fire tonight.
And if you mispronounce a word, you start from the beginning.
If you mispronounce a single ingredient, you're like,
yep, gotta go back.
Hydra, fuck, going back. Water,
aqua,
Rex,
sodium, bisulfite. Jesus.
There's a lot of profanity on these labels. We should pass a law.
Obscenity laws.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, that was a really bad AOC impression. I'll work on it.
Aspartame.
Patrick, you put the ass in aspartame.
Yeah, I do. All 300 pounds of them.
Oh,
There's,
yeah.
there's video of Twitch on me dancing aspartame. It's a great one.
I have to kickstart my fan because I keep pulling it out of the fucking wall at my feet. It's like, God damn it.
So I know Mr. Thompson's a little bit of a gamer here, as am I. Do you catch a game every once in a while, a video game?
I am old and nerdy, so I don't play video games, except for when my sons ask me to play like football or basketball, one of the sport games on there.
Dad, get in
Well,
here, let me
forgive my-
kick your ass in Madden 2020.
Oh, you would, yeah. He doesn't know what the plays are called, but I can't make the damn things tackle the other avatars. So yeah,
Just piss him off and play Flea Flicker the whole time.
yeah. When I play video games, it makes me feel like I probably should just give up and sign up for welfare and just expire because I can't function in this world because I'm horrible at this game and every game. So sorry about that.
Full send. Points for audience. All right. Well, then this question is a little bit about the history of video games, but it's cool. What is the most expensive video game ever sold in history? And what did it cost? 2 points for this question. Patrick.
Earthworm Jim, Sega Genesis, $200,000. I mean, I know the real answer,
true.
but I know the real answer, but I was giving a fake one because Earthworm Jim was fun but terrible.
Earthworm Jim is excellent. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. The cartoon and all the merch, great. The game, ugh.
Is inflation calculated into this metric? Because I would guess Duck Hunt in the first Nintendo Entertainment System because of all the money printing.
You guys are all on the right track, I think. Patrick, you got something?
Yeah, it was actually sold about 3 days ago, an unopened copy of Super Mario Brothers for $660,000.
Did you Google that right now? I'm super mad.
No,
I'm so mad.
Because
I'm
I
so
read the
mad.
same shit you read, so fuck you.
So mad. I'm getting outed by my own writers. This
Thank you.
I did.
Thank you for catching me up. I'm
Look,
ignorant.
I
on
know
this.
how to read. I'm on the internet a lot. What the fuck do you expect? Everything in this world's a goddamn repost.
Well, this sold on April
True.
2nd, and it sold for it sold in pesos, but it sold for $660K. And it was assigned with the hanger tab still on it, copy of the original Super Mario Brothers from 1986. That's pretty awesome.
So do you have to go to Mexico to get an original gaming system to run it? That's the question.
I assure you all, I did not cheat at the game. I retain information.
Well, the points aren't worth anything, so if you cheated, it would be a really stupid thing to do.
Pardon me. You said I get a Chipotle gift card.
Did I really?
Yeah, you're right. It was a $200 Amazon gift card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you said that. I heard it.
It's a wasabi burrito from the grocery store.
Hey, if we get the Amazon card, Dan, I'll split it with you.
I feel like I'm being extorted right now.
Nah,
Well,
we
I'm gonna
aren't,
be paying
OJ.
you some like real hard cash here soon, all right? Not some like Amazon gift card, all right?
When you start throwing cash like Mr. Beast and Ty Lopez.
Hey, I bought a car a lot. Come buy a Saturn.
Oh, you bought a car? Are you gonna
No.
donate it to me? Oh, okay.
No, that's how Mr. Beast works. It's like, I bought every car on a car lot. Shut the fuck up, Jimmy. Jesus Christ.
Hot Wheels
Mr.
don't
Beast.
count.
You and your fucking subpar burgers.
Yeah, they did leave a little bit. The fries were better though. The crinkle cut fries with the seasoning, those were standard good.
Fucking Pals out of Tennessee has been doing that shit for years.
Yeah.
With like the Tony Satcheries on it.
I'm still absolutely head over heels for Whataburger. When I went to Arizona, I got to go to Whataburger, and that's some craziness.
I only go to Whataburger for one thing, and that's the mushroom Swiss burger.
Oh, I just go for the regular one. We don't have anything that good out here. And I mean, we have lots of great options.
It's not that great. Like I've had way better burgers.
Well, my second favorite burger is also from a place that I found in Arizona, like not even out here. So go figure. But like that was actually at Culver's, and they have. Oh man, if you ever try their
There's a Culver's here.
Yeah, I like Culver's.
Texas has every goddamn thing.
Yeah,
True.
Texas is turning into the new hotspot.
All I have to say about Culver's is 2 words: cheese curds.
I like the custard. It is such a weird thing, and it's delicious.
Well, the only other place to get cheese curds that are fried just happens to be fucking A&W, of all places.
You can get a Buffalo Wild Wings. They do cheese curds there.
Yeah.
We make our own cheese curds, so sorry about that.
With Bromunda cheese.
Is that you, Hunter? Speaking of which, our next I've been told we ran that ad a little bit long because we're definitely sponsored. Our next rapid fire question: Hunter Biden has recently been on air with 60 Minutes to talk about his rehab and his recovery from a crack addiction. During this special, he stated a very endearing and personal struggle where he had run out of crack and began digging through the carpet fibers for leftover crack. To the reporters at 60 Minutes, he said in earnest, "I've probably smoked more Parmesan cheese than anyone you know. What's the craziest thing you have smoked out of your carpet?" Patrick.
Brisket.
What you got, Brett?
Charlie.
Ooh.
The Viet Cong, the army.
Jesus.
Smoked them out of the carpet.
Smoked the
No, I
Victor
just can't
Charlie
help.
right out of that.
This all sounds like a really dirty euphemism, so I'm trying not to get that picture out of my head. So
That's points too. That's a joke right there.
smoke stuff out of the carpet.
What you got, Patrick?
Tickle Me Elmo's fur.
EU points. All right.
Extra additional lice from the Tickle Me Elmo. How about that?
Hey, man. It's hard to keep lice lit.
That's true.
Yo, mama's pussy dandruff. Thank you, Dan.
You had a big freeze come through recently, so the lice are probably taken care of for a time. That's good.
Yeah, you gotta love Texas's great infrastructure.
Texas has everything, even snow now. So welcome.
Global warming doesn't exist.
Just leaning on the joke like he's got one leg.
No, it's funny you mentioned the whole snow thing. I'm from Ohio originally, so this state is totally not built for any kind of ice storms whatsoever. So yeah, it's terrible.
Or any biblical plagues for that matter, right?
Yeah,
Locusts
I'm waiting
would
for
wipe it
locusts. I was about to say I'm waiting for locusts. Waiting on those fucking locusts.
Stop sinning. We're in trouble.
Hey, all you gay people, quit doing butt stuff. We need one good month.
Or if you do, just do it with your husband and don't cheat on him, and then we can avoid the plagues.
At least do it where people can't smell it. We're going to the fucking bathroom at the Buc-ee's.
Let's snort stuff out of the carpet. It's going to be a fun night.
It's a Kentucky bluegrass indica hybrid, indica sativa hybrid. Play a full 18 on it, roll it up, take it home and smoke it. Points for the
Found
audience.
it in the rug.
Cannonball coming. All
Chicken
right.
nugget particles.
Nuggets.
Nugs.
I would answer my dignity and self-respect.
Oh, that was gone a long time ago.
Yes, I know. I smoked it out of my
You
carpet.
didn't get
I was
high
looking
on
for
that
crack.
at all, man. There's not much there.
Yeah.
No, it's a downer. It's a downer.
Definitely. It's like a Xanax and a hand job. It just takes you right.
Hey, everybody, make sure to remember that suicide hotline number.
All right. So that brings us to the final three-pointer of the night. This one comes to you from NPR. And I'll bust out my NPR voice for this.
Ooh.
Lego larceny may be on the rise. French police have been investigating an international ring of toy thieves with a particular affinity for the colorful, interlocking bricks. For 3 points, tell the audience which Lego set is the most coveted and the price that they have sold for. The closest price without going over scores a bonus point. Your answers after this commercial from our good friends over at pleaserecordthis.com.
Hello, and thank you for checking out PleaseRecordThis.com. My name is Patrick Thompson, a voice actor, ad writer, and jack of all trades. I have done ad reads, voice announcing, character creation, and voice impression work for over a decade. I hope you'll wander around the site, enjoy what you hear, and who knows, maybe we'll be working together soon.
All right. So the number of points, we're going by the number of least points here first. We have Patrick with 27. Brett
How to
with
use hash marks.
Jesus Christ. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. Brett, you have 22. Patrick has 27. The audience has 23. Wow.
Can you score my points in pesos? Would that be all right?
Far more.
Oh,
How about that?
Because then it's U.S. points times 20. So that's
Okay. So that means, Brett, your answer comes first. So
my answer comes first.
So
I keep putting my hand up. I don't know why.
Oh,
that's
Patrick
a questionable hand symbol. Let's just get demonetized for that.
you didn't do the okay sign. Don't do the okay sign.
All right, got
White
it.
supremacy.
I got one for you.
Oh my god.
All right, my answer. The most coveted and expensive Lego set would be Star Wars Episode 4 from 1992 for $12,000.
Okay, that's our judges are saying that's probably not specific enough because there may have been more than one set from that time. Could you say something more
the
specific?
Star Wars Episode 4 with Jabba the Hutt and Princess Leia in a bronze brassiere stripper outfit.
Okay, and Patrick, your answer?
It's going to be the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon, and it goes for around 1,200 resale.
That is exactly the correct answer.
I don't know it was a Star Wars.
I like toys.
This one might have been hedged a little bit. But that's okay.
So I'll be honest, that set debuted for 500, and I know a few people that got it, but that one is coveted. I actually had a Ultimate Collector Series 1996 X-Wing, and I sold it on eBay for $400. I found it in a basement of an abandoned house.
Nice.
I went to bricklink.com, looked up all the pieces, and I ordered individually the pieces that I needed, which cost me around $8. Shipped to my door, finished it out, cleaned it up. So yeah.
Right on.
I'm glad I was in the ballpark with a Star Wars piece.
It was, and there's actually better ones nowadays. Like that one still sells for the most. But the reason Legos are very targetable for thieves is because they don't have serial numbers, tracking, and they retain their value.
Yeah,
I sold tons and tons of what.
You also can't pick them up with metal detectors.
No, but there are a lot of security devices in the boxes. But the only thing you really need are the bagged Legos and the instruction manual. You don't even really need the instructions.
Yep. And if you're that worried about it, at the Lego store, you can just grab a handful of little 2x2s, right? Yeah. And then when you run out the door, anyone chasing you, you just throw them down behind you, and they step on them.
Pocket bricks.
Pockets. Then they can smoke them when they find them out of the carpet. That's good.
As long as you
they don't lose their resale value.
So yeah, this actually happened in New Mexico about 3 years ago. There were people hitting Walmart trucks and just taking Legos. There was a bunch of employees, and it's because they're untraceable and they hold their resale value. You can, on average, get $10 to $20 less than the set costs, which is, that holds its value way better than Apple products.
Yeah, that would have been a better investment than stocks the last while.
I'm sorry, I got to jump in again. It kind of reminds me of that scene from Fast and Furious where they're all driving the black Honda Civics going after the big rigs, but really they're just, instead of stealing DVD players, they're stealing fucking Legos.
That's the next movie. We just wrote it.
Oh,
Fast and Furious 73. Paul Walker's back. Psych.
Fast 9, like we don't even know the plot of that yet. It could be the Legos. It could just be that there's a magical Lego MacGuffin this time.
Here's a list. As Nicolas Cage could do it. Here's a list of the 12,000 11-year-olds in this city. We're going to take all the Legos and get them on the train by morning.
We're going to steal we're going to steal the Lego Declaration of Independence set.
Charlize Theron could be there kicking the crap out of these 11-year-olds, getting their Lego sets away from them. That would be believable instead of beating up 300-pound bodybuilders. I don't buy it. Sorry.
This just in: actress beats on children. I can see it now.
They got paid. Harvey
Legos
Weinstein cast
back in
this
the
movie.
box.
Those kids earned that job.
All right. Well, that brings us to the last laugh tonight. This one is a bit of a sad moment, actually. There have been a lot of things that have permanently shut down this year. Periscope shut down, which was one of the ways that this show goes out. It still goes out to Twitter, though, weirdly. I think they just transitioned things. So that's weird. But Periscope's done.
So we're on Twitter right now?
Yeah, we're over on my show Twitter, yeah.
Cool.
What the
Yep.
fuck?
Where do you think I found this guy?
I don't know. The garbage can behind the Ace Hardware.
Also known as Twitter.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sometimes the bathroom stall is like the town square. It just kind of has an intersection and a phone number. So that's good.
For a good time, call Brett. 555-432. Fuck.
Call or text. Don't be limited in the advertising.
I've got a lot of marketing channels, buddy. Hell, I'll even take the shoe in the hand underneath the bathroom stall. I'll even do that. That works. Call, text, or signal.
Hunter?
Data rates may apply.
They do. They get their money.
All right. Well, tonight's. Well, now you followed me back, dumb.
Why the fuck are you even? Shut the fuck up. This is not an on-air thing to talk about. All right. I'm Twitter incompetent, even though I have a lot of tweets and followers.
Twitter incompetent. So the last laugh today is about Yahoo Answers.
Oh, gold.
Yahoo Answers announced very recently that their social Q&A platform will shut down on May 4th, which if
Star Wars Day
is a month from like yesterday or so. In addition to the shutdown, users will no longer be able to post questions or answers on the site beginning on April 20th. 420. It's like the people who pick the dates. We're just like, let's pick the funniest dates we have. Like, you can't wait till June 9th. So Yahoo Answers first launched in June 2005 and was often provided internet comedy gold and was a source of funny memes due to the poorly worded questions and flat out wrong answers. Probably the best example is the 2006 post from Kavya asking, "How is Babby formed? How girl get pregnant?" Today, the front page of Yahoo Answers is filled with conspiracy-fueled questions about George Floyd's death, Joe Biden's presidency, and the Holocaust.
Oh.
In honor of the retiring of this iconic piece of the old internet, write the audience a question worth being laughed at on the internet on Yahoo Answers. And there are two ways to win here, one of which is to write the funniest question. The other, you're going to answer each other's questions. So, yeah, go ahead and take a moment here. I will go ahead and talk about some stuff going on with our website and things like that while you guys are formulating your answers or your questions. Okay, so Producer Dan, if you won't mind tagging along with me here. Those of you watching, head on over to bmnpod.com/shop, and you can find all the cool crap we've been working on for you. Be sure to subscribe to our newsletter so we can keep in touch with you there. If you go to the shop, you can see all the cool crap. We've got bean tanks. We've got our standard issue street team stuff that we're working on. For those of you interested in being a member of the street team, send an email over to me at boston@bmnpod.com. We've got our brand new You've Got Fealty as designed by Mr. Thompson. It features the brand new mail truck that we spent, $480 million on. Fleets of them. And they look like that.
Good
we
job,
also,
Sean. You can read.
They're beautiful. Everyone wants one.
Yeah, I mean,
Except everyone.
10 out of 10 would leave parked in my garage with the door closed. And then we also have.
Let's talk about the model.
Hey, you know what? Even the nicest of people need something to cover their bird cages at night. Our shirts do the trick.
They do. They work. They function as designed. We also have a fanny pack here that was designed spiritually by the amazing jacket worn by the former First Lady Melania Trump immediately after some political after some political upheaval. She got off of Air Force One wearing a jacket that said, "I don't really care to you." And here we have captured that in essence of a fanny pack that you can wear either across your shoulders, around your waist, or throw it in the trash. It doesn't matter. But you too can bear this amazing insignia and phrasing on your person today.
Yay.
So check the description for a link to the shop that's down there. All right. Do you guys have your questions ready?
I'm ready.
I think I'm ready. But
all right. Well,
we'll see how this goes.
Brett, the honor is still yours. You are behind. So why don't you go ahead and give this your best. Let's see what you got.
How many times? So I'm trying to pick the right verbiage. My wife says she only. No, I better not say that. Patrick better go first. That was really X-rated. So I'm going to for a second.
And in true Yahoo Answers fashion, where I was a power user for answering questions correctly. God damn it, another title lost. I wrote this poorly. Why are car cut finger off safe to put in chili?
That is a terrible question. All right, Brett, do you have your question?
Yeah, I think I do.
All right.
How do you know if you skipped any steps while packing your own parachute?
All right. You left some real good opportunities there in your guys' questions. Patrick, can you answer Brett's question?
When you jump out of the plane and spaghetti comes out.
That'd be a good time to know.
Well, looks like you packed your chute with mom's spaghetti.
Moms are sweaty.
Dan's over here just trashing Yahoo Answers going, I can Google it now.
No, I'm just dying because it's like, how long does it take to pack a parachute? 10 to 15 minutes. You're going to hit the floor before then.
That's if you follow the stat quicker.
Think about it. If you are in a rush and you're packing your parachute, there's a true possibility you might accidentally squander in some spaghetti.
Yep.
Well, if you fall to your death, at least you're going to be close to dinner.
Right.
Dinner and a show.
Yeah.
All right.
You could lose a finger and it'll end up in your chili. And that would answer Patrick's question.
Do parachutes ever fail? Hardly ever, but
It's not 1-to-1. It can't be 100%.
That's what the reserve is for. That's where you put the extra sauce.
You can pack a reserve?
Rats.
See, because I thought it was the Second Amendment parachute, not the Second Reserve parachute. So I got my Glock in there.
I was supposed to bring a parachute. I just brought my Bible.
I brought my rifle, so I'm just falling faster. That was a fail. Not good.
Now I brought my musket and I shot at the ground. Thought it would slow me.
Why do I have cement cinder blocks on my feet?
Hey,
What if I skipped a step? Load my
and
musket.
it worked.
Goodbye,
It's the only time
life,
gun has ever
hello.
saved a life.
It's like goodbye life, hello 3.3 meters per second.
Terminal velocity.
Terminal.
Hey, is that terminal velocity? Is that just when you watch that movie with Tom Hanks where he doesn't speak English and just watch it in double speed?
Wait, isn't that the terminal?
That's the terminal velocity.
That's,
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite movies. You better shut the fuck up. Gargosia.
Okay, hold up.
Do you have an appointment?
Going back to the internet, I was looking at this this thing here. Hold on. It said oh come on, let me get to it.
Hurry, Dan.
I know. It said how often do parachute riggers parachute? And
Not
so
often enough.
Yeah, it says, oh, they do it from time to time. But I was like, what is a parachute rigger? Oh, it's the person who's licensed to pack the fucking thing.
Oh man, I'd get that license taken away just by pulling pranks. Like, no, you don't want to take that one. It's got my anvil in it.
And those person gives you, like this like sideways glare, and you're like, oh, whoops, forgot to put the packing cord in there.
It's like just scare people. Like I'm the one who pushes them off the plane. Like, oh, you don't want this one. That one's full of silverware. This one's full of comical rope.
Who thought that rigger was a good word to describe this job description?
Oh, right.
Well, I mean,
I'm the medical rigger over at the hospital. Or
Yeah.
I'm the ballot rigger for the state.
well, it's like my stepdad is a crane operator, and he works with crane riggers who hold taglines and things like that. So people don't die and cranes don't topple.
Yeah, that's good.
So if the election was rigged, technically it was just well packed.
It was well packaged.
It was well packed.
Yes.
A well packaged deal.
It's the intent is to make sure that nobody says ta-ta for now. Oh, wait, no. That's Tigger. Sorry. That is a parachute Tigger.
Taggers.
Ta-ta for always.
Well,
We love tatas at my house.
So do you have an answer, Brett, for can you remind us of your question?
Yeah,
for
repeat
Yahoo
the
Answers?
question, please.
For $10, I will. Why
take
are
Bitcoin?
Did you say Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Yes, we take Bitcoin. Are you
Yeah,
kidding?
yeah.
I'm gonna buy some Bitcoin and then I'll
Why are car cut finger off safe to put in chili?
because he lost his job as a parachute rigger. And the answer is no. Don't put it in your chili.
I'm gonna have a little piece of me putting the chili at my wake. Wait, everybody, it's a little piece of me to go.
I guess if you're hungry and you're gonna starve, eat the finger. But yeah,
Oh my God, get the fuck out of here with that.
it's better than
12-year-old story.
starving.
Well, I think. Well, at the end of the day here, I believe Patrick is our winner tonight for whatever that's worth.
That's good.
A $200 Amazon gift card.
He fingered me at the end. That's why he won. I performed pretty well.
Hey man, I did all right, but here's the thing: he put
Just
his leg
right
up in the
there,
booty hole.
Going in deep, no lube. All right.
Got some chili after. It sounds like a party.
I am so sorry I ruined two of your questions by knowing answers about toys and Legos and stuff.
That's fine. I need to study up. You can't know all of it.
Well, I hope this has been a useful exercise in flexing your comedy brain, and that your career as you head back out into the world is extremely successful. And now that you've actually turned on all those circuits again, so let's let people here know where they can find you. Where can they find you? What's your podcast, your books, things like that? Tell us about what you are doing.
Can be found at local county jail.
Depends on the time, but yes, that's true. No, you can see my website, brettblackham.com. You can purchase my book there. You can support my advertisers and my partners. I have some material on there. I have a way to book me for shows and concerts and that sort of thing. I have a podcast I do weekly called Tough Crowd with Brett Blackham. That's me.
Yeah.
And
No.
I'm pretty simple, so I had to forgot how to find it if I didn't put my own name in
How do
there.
you spell your last name?
Blackham, like you charred the bacon.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That's all right.
Like you charred the bacon.
Like you charred the bacon. Blackham. Get it? Because and then my first name's Brett, 2 T's, no N. Brett Blackham.
It's Breht, right?
Sometimes my wife will pronounce it differently depending on the mood. No, but yeah, TT, which is good for me. I've always loved TTs. I'm a big fan. So yeah,
I
Sounds
had
like you've rehearsed this one.
I had an aunt TT that was about 400 pounds, and she was a crack addict, and she never lost a pound of weight.
well, there you go.
Hashtag true shit. Not even making that up.
I believe that story.
Oh,
No,
you
yeah,
should
that's
meet
why-
the rest of my family. They're
Yeah,
characters.
if you can, I guess everyone can see this screen. That is a picture of me getting fondled at the Salt Lake City airport flying out, and it's the most popular video on the website. Sadly,
He's coming at you from the front.
he was checking my tools for for any weapons that I may have been carrying.
Did he get up and say, "Hey, man, you got a license for that short-barreled rifle?"
It's like, oh, that's a 9mm, right? That's a
Nice Saturday night special, guy.
I'm
No,
not.
they
I'm
chose
not sure we
me
allow
because-
concealed carry in this state.
They chose me because I'm black inside, obviously, because that's how they do it at the airport, right?
I
I'm
guess,
zero-
yeah.
I'm 0.48% sub-Saharan African, so yeah.
Thank
Right,
you,
yeah.
you 23 and me,
That's
for
right. Thank
making
you,
white
23andMe.
people say this everywhere.
And that's why he was patting you down. And that's why he was patting
I'm
you
not
down.
racist. I'm 0.004% African American. How dare you detain me?
And that's why he was patting you down from the front, right? Because you were concealing a very dangerous weapon.
Yeah, he's like, I actually told him that story, and he said, "Are you sure it's not 0.4486
Damn,
sub-Saharan
dude.
African?"
Way to
that was
say I have a small dick. That hurt.
yeah, he was very gentle and thorough, though, worth his money. Thank you.
Oh
guys.
yeah, soft hands.
yeah,
soft hands.
yeah. I tipped him at the end. He was worth it.
Ooh.
$7.99.
He's like, "Hey, have you ever considered a
No,
career
man.
as a pharmacist and massage therapist?"
Have you seen airport prices? I tipped him $20. Come on, guys.
Hi. First time caller, long time fan. You got a coupon code for this book on Amazon?
What is the name of your book, by the way?
It's called Absorb the Arrow, and it's a kind of it turned into being a psychology book, probably targeted late teenagers, but even early adults. And the main concept is you get to choose your emotions. And that's something I wasn't taught as a child. And so if someone said something rude to you, you were supposed to go cry and talk to the teacher or cry to mom. Mom, he said a thing. But the more I've studied it through my adult years, you get to choose your emotions. And a lot of doing improv comedy is you just accept what's said. So I actually think kids, to help with bullying, should be taught improv.
I have
you
a
guys
friend
are
who
100%.
I have a friend who is actually putting her kids into improv classes to help them later in life. So
Absolutely. Because
And-
yeah, go on.
Oh, another thing is like I can honestly say that improv and knowing a lot about comedy has helped me out through the years too. It's really made me charismatic. Where my family, there was never a value on social skills or anything like that, so it gave me the confidence I needed to get out there and try things. I tried stand-up comedy for the first time last year, and it went very well to the point where I'm doing more of it. So yeah, it's pretty great.
I've tried none of that.
Too. You tried none of that. You should.
I'm an
You're a good
engineer by
improviser.
the day.
No, you're a good improviser. You should try it. But
I
but
may.
that skill, yes, and is super valuable. And then teaching kids that they get to decide, they can take power of their emotions. Someone calls you a stupid fat cunt or whatever, you can say, "Well, thank you," and then move on with life. And you took all the power. It's just a dominance game, really. They call it dominance behavior. Just who's higher on the pecking order in this hierarchy. And you win the game when a person who's trying to bully you can't hurt you with their words or their behavior. Say, "All right, thanks. you're done. And then there's a lot of in the subsequent chapters, I talk about different things like the value of service, and it's not a comedy book, obviously, but it's kind of fun. I have a chapter on bereavement. If you'll forgive me, my brother committed suicide like 2 years ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. And then my mom got cancer. She's still with us. She recovered, but that's been a rocky couple of years emotionally if you let it. But in the end, we're all going to go soon. It's all a temporary rental. This creature, this body, this experience.
We're just a fleshy bag of meat that happens to be held up by a skeletal system. So
wish I hadn't treated mine so bad.
Yeah, well, it was a lot of fun along the way. No, and that there's some truth there, but we're also more than that. We have the capacity for morality and for higher achievement, passing on a beautiful culture and understanding to our offspring. So hopefully the future is better than what we were handed.
That's what separates us from the animals. So
I think so. Although my dog is a fairly moral creature, so there's an argument for dogs.
He only killed like 4 cats. Tops.
That's true. And she threatens every college kid who walks by.
Perfect.
Well, that's a note to you guys, ladies and gentlemen, still with us here. Go grab yourself a copy of Absorb the Arrow. You can see it is affordably priced on Amazon, and it looks like an excellent book. So I guarantee you I will be reading it shortly, and I will let you know, Brett, exactly what I think about it.
John judges books by their cover.
Right?
Hey, no, if I did that, I'd say that's
anybody to do an audio version who knows how to read.
I did do an audio version. Let's see, is it 12 episodes of my podcast are me reading the chapters.
Oh, wow.
So if you're cheap, it is open source. You can just go read it. I don't, like I say, I'm like $2 on that book, but I more like want those principles in an easy to access format. So if you go to my website or my podcast, you go back to like episode 20 or something like that. There's like 12 in a row where it's those chapters. So if you're cheap and you can't, that's fine. I still want you to go and listen to it. And then I'm working on a libertarian book called The Cobra Cycle, based on the Cobra Effect.
You guys know the Cobra Kai. So
yeah, that would be better. No, the Cobra Effect, about how government programs seem like they're making things better, but they're actually making things worse. But I've talked a lot. We're probably gone over time, but thank you, gentlemen. That was very pleasurable. I had a great time.
No, don't worry. It was as good for me as it was for you. Not very.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Even if it wasn't, you're a great actor. Thank you.
No, thank you so much for being on the show, and we were very grateful to have you tonight.
Do you have any parting advice or words for our listenership here tonight?
Parting advice or words? Hold your loved ones close and don't believe anything a politician ever says.
Patrick, what you got?
As always, keep an open heart and an open mind.
Hang on for just a second after we go off air, Mr. Blackham. Otherwise, audience, stay fucked, America.
Hey, good morning, Kanye.
Shut the fuck